you guys are in Silvermoon, and I still don't have my document for that open. And you are told to come here after being rewarded a gold token with an acorn on it after finishing a task from a human monk named Seer. What you have found is that after entering the Golden Oak Inn, there was a hidden room speakeasy of sorts that allowed you to exchange your token for wonderful magical items.
God damn it. We had this whole discussion about magic items, and then we discovered each person could only have one. So, JR and I got stuck on what to get, and I totally forgot.
Yeah, that's why I asked you want to claim specific ones. Claim whatever you want. He's not here to speak for himself, so he gets to choose otherwise.
That's true.
I'm not gonna do that.
Slice got distracted.
Yeah, Slice is distracted. Let's be honest, Slice's attention span. Toes, you're fine.
But also, we do have to leave at some point.
I know what I want.
You don't have the link?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in chat. Just scroll up a little bit. It's in UwU.
Okay. Jake, what are you taking? Or Smoke, rather.
I'm going to ask if they can transfer the enchantment from a +3 rapier to my bejeweled rapier. If not, I will just take a +3 rapier. I just want to keep the bling on my. I just want to keep the bling on it. It's worth 1,500 gold. If not, like, I'm gladly willing to sell it.
Get
But
Garfield's voice. It doesn't matter.
oh, we can roleplay this shit out. Sorry.
No, it wasn't going to.
Okay.
In short, yes. It in the land of fantasy Costco with the wave instead of several hours, it happens.
Well, thank you, and I will swish around my new rapier. That's fucking
So
special.
now it's a very fancy bejeweled.
Yeah, +13. Jesus Christ, that's as good as my bow now.
You know why I wasn't able to find it? Because I was looking in the fucking wild mount chat.
You know how often I do that?
Oh my god, it's not here? It's not here? What the hell?
I will step back. I will slide my coin over, take the rapier, and I will step back.
I'll step up and I'll just nod at the very ornate bow hung on the wall.
Flick your tongue at it.
No, not yet.
That's when he gets to his bedroom.
That's when he's attuning to it.
That bow, I believe, will be excellent for me.
And then a mage hand comes down and places it in front of you.
Much appreciated, good sir. And as I get it, my tongue flicks out in excitement. You happy now? I did the trick for you. One trick the lizard. And I'll slide my coin across the table and take a step back.
Toes or Vasily? Either one of them. Vasily?
I'm trying to remember.
I think last we spoke you hadn't decided.
Alright, Toes is gonna pick up the 2 items, and
Okay.
Slice is gonna be mad at me for one of them, but he's gonna have to do
mean,
it because he's not here. Also, he gets the item that's technically much better.
He had a whole week to claim it, and he didn't claim it, so...
I literally put a message in our private chat saying, everybody markers.
I'm gonna pick up the
and I
Amulet of
messaged
Health.
him today.
I'm gonna pick up the Amulet of Health and the Winged Boots. So Slice will have to deal with the Broom of Flying, which is actually better than the Winged Boots because you could use it forever.
You can indeed.
At a certain amount of time.
Which is why I have one.
But it's not as cool.
It isn't cool.
Unless you're playing a wizard, then you can pretend to be a witch.
I mean, It is a broom.
It's
It's-
cool.
Kind of cool.
It's cool when rangers do it.
Ranger Rogue specifically.
Yeah, because she did that.
Lizard folk ranger rogues. Specifically.
No, half elf.
Damn it.
And by the way, is there a hat store in town?
You mean the halberd dashery?
Yeah.
Do they sell halberds and also dasheries?
Yes.
Yes.
Does it have daiquiris at the dashery?
Of course.
No.
Oh, damn.
No.
I was hoping we could get drunk while we were doing all this shit.
Brings my constitution up to 19.
Nice.
Which actually only gives me one more con modifier.
Yeah, but that's how much more health? 14 points.
14.
Oh my
That
god.
brings
You know
me
what-
up to 145 HP.
Do you know if I put that on, it would give me 36 extra hit points? No, more than that.
I'll trade you for something good.
Jesus.
I'll give you the boots of speed.
No.
I don't want those. I can already fly, and I have 35 moves. I said something good. I don't want you.
I don't have anything else you'd want. Maybe.
Do you have any? No. You need really good armor. I already have the best sword in the game, and like,
He's already winning at D&D.
unless you have extremely powerful enchanted armor, that's pretty much it. Like,
Yeah,
I
or-
can
or a
fly,
stupid
and I have
shield.
the best sword in the game. Yeah.
Do we know perhaps what Jared was taking? Or
He'll be
Silas was
taking the Butcher's Bib and one of the common magic items, so that's kind of up to him.
He.
Probably broom.
Probably
Yeah,
Broom
he-
if I can't convince him to take the Boots of the Elven Kind for me.
You know, we did lose a guy. 2 guys, technically.
Guy and a girl. Yes.
We lost 2 boys with an eye. Could we get compensated for that, DM?
We did get
do you mean?
compensated for that.
With another
did?
uncommon item. Get
no,
the boots and a broom.
no, I can just buy that. I have the money. We
Ah,
just, at that point in time, I'm not getting. we got compensated by a lot of gold.
We did.
And she gave us a 1,500 gold piece diamond, and then I just destroyed somebody's shop with it. I fucked up the economy of Waterdeep.
I mean, considering the fact that I got paid to take a couple magical items, effectively.
Yeah.
Considering we got overpaid for all those gems and got some. Yeah.
Waterdeep is in shambles.
You'll come back in like a few months and it's just
That shop's gonna be
crippling.
closed down. That he can't recover from the like 2,000 gold he lost. He probably can, but still.
Saline. Also, I'm a fan of this Butcher's Bib. I was
Butcher's
so
Bib
happy.
is great. I almost took it. If it's
What
like,
day? It's in their chat.
scroll up in UwU.
Where?
It's really like 3 messages up.
Let's go.
I'm going to look at, is the person across the counter from us look like he's in a chatty mood or just kind of in a business mood? I just have some questions about town.
He could be in a chatty mood. Garfield chats.
Sir, we are new to town. We were given those coins and told to come here for payment for a job we did. But is there any other places of note along the lines of rarer things that you might recommend we check out while we're here? Any fun inns to stay at? Any places that sell the more obscure items?
I'm bringing up my notes because I went to a different document.
Yeah, the DM's bane, too many documents.
He folds his arms which he's basically a tabaxi that looks like Garfield. He's a tabby tabaxi. He folds his arms. And he's like, well, the Wormworks is the only other place in town that specializes in the unique.
Where are
Did
my
you say
notes?
unicorn penis?
What?
The worm looks?
Wormworks.
Wormworks.
Like
Yeah,
W-Y-R-M.
I got it. Can you point us in the direction to that, please? And I'll place a platinum on the table.
Yes, I have to.
What would you need with a unicorn penis? Toad? Hey, okay. Back
What?
up a little bit.
I'm missing something somewhere?
You eat the genitalia of rare creatures.
Where are you
Is
seeing this?
What you would like to?
I'm sorry, I muted Ben because he had a lot of background noise. My bad, forgot.
Sorry.
You're good. Eating.
You might be able.
You're good.
You might be able to hear my roommates.
A little bit. You're fine. When you talk, it drowns them out, but when you're completely quiet, they can.
All right. I'll just start talking loudly the whole time. So guys, how about that? I can't fucking do this. That's it. I'm done.
I was like, why is Bo saying unicorn penis? I'm like looking at all of our chats.
Oh, I just like to yell out random creatures in the
Dude,
genitalia.
you're a lizard folk. You eat shit.
Garfield, now that I've found it, will explain that it is on Mini Cat's Lane.
Of course it is.
Mini, M-I-N-I, or many, M-A-N-Y?
Many, M-A-N-Y.
Is everything in this city named after cats?
No.
Damn.
Just
Okay.
the one street, apparently.
That would be Toad's
there-
kind of city.
Is also the Shining Scroll, which is a magic shop.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we better go there with all our wizards.
I can actually cast spells, so the spell scrolls might
Can
not be
someone
bad.
kill my character so I can bring in, Actually, don't kill my character yet. We have to wait till we get to level 17. Then someone please instantly off my character.
Got you.
They instantly
In
get
his
to level
sleep, kill
17.
him.
Someone off my character,
Hey,
please.
go to sleep. I'll get the instant crit. I'll put poison on the blade, and we'll see how high my crits can really go.
Wow.
That or whatever the fuck Bo's new weapon does, because that shit's
I
broken
mean,
too.
to kill me in one hit, you need to do 290 damage.
What?
I have 145 health,
Max.
Yeah.
so you need to do 100. Need to do 290 damage.
I just need to put you unconscious, and then after that, I can stab you another 2 times.
Or just
That's
put your
true.
conscience and let you sit there.
Well,
That or we just drive out to the ocean for a nice little swim, and then we push you overboard and let your armor drown you.
sure.
How well do cats swim, Toes? Do you have a swim speed?
Not inherently, which means I can swim at 17.5 feet per round.
Yes, but we
Well,
forgot one thing, guys.
Yeah, but I'm wearing plate armor, so
Unless you
I can't
decide
swim
you
in
can't
it.
swim.
We have
You
a we have a map that tells us where a kraken is, so we just drop them on the kraken and wait.
I'm down with that. Sure.
I don't know,
Good
level
meta.
17 paladin with a crit might actually be able to take on a kraken.
Yeah, I think I might actually win that fight. What's he gonna do? Cast spells against me? Oh no.
No, it's just gonna swallow you.
Yeah, but on the
At
chance
least a kraken's too big to be beheaded.
that still, you crit with that stuff, you get level 5 smite damage plus vorpal sword damage plus stacks on stacks on stacks. Well, is that the Shining Scroll and the Wormworks, the 2 main points he tells us?
Yes.
Okay.
But if we get to level 17, I have an extremely good character I'm gonna bring in.
those high tier characters. By level 17, I don't even want to think of what Smoke's gonna be like. Like, Jesus.
I mean, you're assuming we make it to level 17.
I think Smoke will. I don't know about the rest of you. I might kill you all by then.
I mean, unless we quit playing the campaign, we're probably gonna eventually make it.
That or Chris finally just gets done with us.
That's
That's
true.
the thing, like, it depends on where Chris's homebrew ends.
Yeah, that's true. This could end by level... I don't picture it probably ending before level 16, but...
Probably not. But maybe.
Chris, are we gonna go to
We all
level
die.
17?
If we don't all die. She doesn't get tired and kill us all.
Maybe.
TPK.
You already killed 2. Shit.
I already killed 2 when I wasn't meaning to. Imagine if I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Hey, thank you for the follow. Soviet? Soviet arm? Yeah. Not even
Yeah.
try.
Ramrod.
Soviet
there we go.
Ramrod. It's
Yeah,
alright.
that's the one thing everybody's like, haha, try and kill me, DM. I'm like, they make things for the DMs to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Listen, DMs can throw as many Tiamats at you as they want. Like,
Yeah.
there's no situation in which you're going to be able to win if your DM wants you dead. Like,
Hey, thank you for the prime.
Hey.
And
but the point of the game is not for your DM to try to
Oh,
kill
yeah.
you.
No, it's
I'm sorry.
It's a journey.
Toss Tiamat in with a separate dragon of each color as well, and I don't think there's a party alive that could withstand that.
You haven't seen Broken Game, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, just outdo the action economy.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, with Tiamat and 5 other ancient dragons, the action economy is in the enemy's favor.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing is once you one big boss isn't bad, multiple big bad bosses is where the action economy starts to tilt.
I'm just gonna make you fight 1,000 Ents.
Yeah. Screw that. Make you fight 5,000 toddlers.
It's 50,000 goblins, guys.
Okay, I said the same thing. Toddlers.
As a well-known fact, toddlers and goblins are the same thing.
Have you? You haven't seen Critical Role. Also, have you guys? We won't look at that. Is there any place you guys would like to visit first? Wormworks or the Shining Scroll?
First of all, I want to know what beads are on that necklace.
Oh, did he pick?
He asked.
I didn't hear him at all.
Roll 20.
Oh,
Which I didn't see.
yeah, he rolls for it, or Chris rolls for it. One of them rolls for
Yeah. Da, 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 da. Okay. It has 5 beads. And its beads are working on it.
it. Jesus Christ.
Greater Restoration, Bless, Cure Wounds, or Lesser Restoration. Another Restoration.
And a branding
And
smite. And those can all be cast as bonus actions, so that's bonus action Cure Wounds and bonus action Greater Restoration.
Once per
2
day.
Graders.
That's not bad at all.
Bonus until next on.
Yep. Ring and
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I
Jared.
don't know what's left with. Well, he didn't say what he wanted.
Which ring is it?
How
Oh,
how
spell.
heavy?
Huh?
How heavy are you, Trey?
He's 6'2" and 2 something, right? 238, 2 something?
I think
Is this
the
real life or in the game?
So the flying speed of the broom becomes 30 feet while
I think
carrying
the-
over 200 pounds.
yeah, I think it's one of those. Yeah,
Shit. That sucks. That sucks for me. I need to.
I usually rule that as like it doesn't count as a way to the person unless you're doubling people up, but that's up to DM's discretion.
How heavy are you total, Rodri?
I'm 210. I'm carrying 163 pounds, so 370.
Yeah, that's. Just don't put on more weight.
Yeah, don't eat too many dwarves.
Right. I just have a flying speed of 30 feet instead of 50. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a flying speed.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, even if you gave that shit to me with all the stuff I'm carrying, I'm still over that. That's the thing is, like, being an adventurer with under 200 pounds is so hard.
Yeah, it is.
Unless you all have bag of holdings.
Yeah. Like, I even have the haversack, so most of my shit's in there, but even then I'm still 130 with
Oh, the problem is being a 6'9" tall lizard.
Oh yeah. So,
Yeah, there's just a lot of you because you also have a tail.
You know, my tail helps me keep balance on the broom. I can wrap my tail around the broom and then use my hands to shoot.
Sure.
Because it's a partially prehensile tail.
that is true.
So imagine Slice chooses his item or items, and then Garfield basically says, well, if there's nothing else, and then he basically whooshes you out. Like it's kind of like a revolving door, so the door grabs you and then shoves you out.
But I had a question about, okay.
I'll flip it a gold piece for a lasagna.
Oh.
But I had questions about the tabaxi. I haven't seen my family in decades.
He had chubby cheeks too.
I do actually flip him a gold piece though.
Okay. As he swings you out.
So this is a tavern, right?
Yes, it is an inn. It does have drinks and rooms for rent.
I don't think we want to stay here. Is there any other inns we know of, or is this pretty much it?
You can... This is the only one that you know of, but if you want to ask or look around...
I just don't
I'm
think
sure
we should...
there's others.
I just don't think we should stay in the place that we just got a bunch of high-end magic items from. That's...
At least not on the first night.
Yeah, probably not. I'm gonna go up to the bartender. I'm gonna set my battered halfling mug down. Can I get the
Did I say what the bartender was?
You did. I forget. I didn't write it down either.
It's a shift change. It's gonna be different because I don't remember what it was.
I'm gonna set my battered mug down. I'll take an ale for the road. I'll take an ale for the... God, I can't get it. I'll take an ale for the road. And where is the... Is there any other taverns in town besides this one? Just getting some information.
They scoff. They don't scoff. There is the Bright Blade Brandished, which is just a tavern. There's the Wayward House. There is the Son of a Goat, which is a tavern. And there's the Helmer's Wall, which is a tavern inn. So the Bright Blade Brandished is a favorite tavern of adventurers. It is located in North Bank on Sunset Lane in the westernmost angle of the wall run, which is right here, basically.
Okay. And you said that one's just...
Yeah, it's an ale house. Consists of 2 floors with curtain alcoves and booths of rustic charm. The establishment was exceptionally luxurious, and it's very welcoming.
Where are we right now?
You are... Yes.
Alright.
There is the Wayward House, a popular...
Trey will buy you a bag of holding, or you can store stuff, all of your non-essential stuff in my haversack for now, so you can run.
Oh, no.
That is no non-essential stuff, apparently.
We'll get you in that way, doesn't it? We'll
That's
get you a
like
bag of holding.
just the standard backpack.
But how much gold do you have on you? But that's the thing. If we get you a bag of holding, it will drop all of your gold weight.
Yeah, I think most of that's probably coming from the...
Yeah, every 50 coins is a pound. So if you can get rid of 150 coins, then you're already pretty much there. Sorry, what were you saying, Chris?
There is the Wayward House, is a popular yet down-to-earth inn found in the North Bank. It is found on the northwest corner of Happy and Healthy, of Bowshot Ride and Ghost Walk. The Fine Inn is well suited for those who wish to maintain a low profile. The Son of a Goat is a bawdy tavern. It was the second rendition of the Dancing Goat, which is found on the right side of the Moonway and North Bank. Just after one crossed the Moon Bridge from the southern half of the city. Which I think is what we tried. Yeah, that's where Son of the Goat is. I think you guys are actually more over here.
Okay.
So, it is dimly lit hallways and upstairs. It's busy, noisy, full of vivacious entertainment 24/10. It's not a place for the peace and quiet. It's catered to single folk hoping to flirt or find a partner, and professional escorts often go there too.
And that's the Son of a Goat, or that's the Helmer's Wall? Sorry.
So that is the Dancing Goat, which turned into the Son of a Goat after the tavern burned down in a fire.
Okay. And the Helmer's Wall?
Which it just keeps up the same reputation.
Yeah.
And then there's the Helmer's Wall, which is named for the fact that part of it was formerly a gatehouse, and then a part of the since torn down city wall. It features many students from the colleges of Silvery Moon. So there's lots of chatter, toasts, games, pranks, drunk students. So, your choice.
Let's go. Well, I just wanted to know that for now. I want to go to the shops first. Do we have a preference on where we go?
Just as long as it has useful items, I don't particularly care who runs the establishment.
Okay, I want to go to the, let me get my notes back up. The Wormworks first.
Okay.
So, I will lead us out after the information I just got, and we shall head to the Wormworks.
So this shop specializes in dragon parts and maps related to dragon locations and lairs. The building...
Nelly.
Yeah.
Go on.
What?
Go on.
Okay. The building is almost 4 stories tall. And its windowless ground floor shop area has a vaulted dome of a ceiling. Above this are 2 more stories that have walkout balconies and bay windows. It's made of stone and slate. And off to the left-hand side is like an attached workshop. There's a large sign, ornately carved like a coiled dragon, hung out front for advertising the wormlooks. Upon entering the shop, you are all amazed at a animated red dragon head.
As in magically animated, or
Yes, yes. So up in the rafters in the ceiling of the shop, just as you enter in, is a fully animated red dragon in. It will blink. It will like curl its lips in anger.
that is scary.
It's a bit unsettling, I would say, yes. As we
Um,
enter, I'm going to use the hat of disguise that I haven't unattuned to yet to make myself look more like an adventurer. Kind of like,
and
we hit our level up. Like this is the level 16 version.
okay. So upon entering the shop, there is an aisle that leads to a central ring-shaped counter with a salesperson there. There are other counters that branch off into various directions in other corners of basically the showroom. The place is lit by lamps that are hung from the high vaulted ceiling, with other dragon skulls just hanging from the ceiling.
I like this place.
Yeah. So at the counter now is a middle-aged, retired human male.
I will walk up. Hello, sir. Very impressive establishment you have here. Many formidable foes all around.
He puts his hands on his hips, and while he is kind of buff, he does sport a belly, like a retired adventurer would. And he chuckles a bit, looks up at the ceiling at the animated dragon head, and he's like, "Yeah, that was a tough one to do."
I can see the enchantments on it are quite impressive. But what exactly... I know the base of the store, but what exactly do you offer more in depth, I should say?
Well, he'll like fan his hands in front of the counter that he's standing at, and in the counter, specifically this one, you will see different types of dragon eyes, teeth. This one, eyes and teeth. The eyes are on the counter, preserved in jars, and the teeth are underneath the counter. And then he'll gesture over to another counter, which contains talents of different dragon breeds and ages. And you get the point that the center ring-shaped counter holds like the little itty-bitty parts of dragons.
Useful things, but I was more so looking for the bile or liquid or sacks that these dragons keep their breaths in. Do you have any bottled forms of those?
Oh, those are kept in the back. Do you guys have experience with dragons?
We've killed a couple young, couple adult, and ancient.
An ancient, you say?
Iymrith, I believe was the name she went.
That was you?
It was two of us. We've lost some members and replaced them since then, but I can assure you that the rest of us are just as capable. stormed into her lair with King Hecaton riding on rocks. It was really a sight to behold.
Wait right here. He leaves, goes to the back. He's carrying something, but he is also dragging another human male, kinda looks like his brother, out to the counter. Tell me, or tell him, what you just told me.
My group is the group that killed Iymrith. And I will pull out my necklace with her scale on it.
So you are the highlight of their 10-day. And they will hear all about any tales that you tell them of dragons.
Let me I don't want to find it in my notes, but
We don't have to roleplay it out,
I will
but
tell them while we're small chatting and I'm looking at their wares. I'm going to tell them of stealing the red dragon's airship from him, of killing the green dragon, and the intense fight of Iymrith. I think that's all the dragons. We might have killed one more. I think we killed one.
So you killed the one, Iymrith, and then the one you stole the airship from.
Yeah, but there was the one dragon we killed that we couldn't find its body.
Yeah.
So.
There is a few pieces of rumors that he does have. Since Iymrith's death, Iymrith's 2 children have been fighting in the Anarok Desert over who is going to be the placeholder dragon there.
What are the ages of those? Are those adult or ancients themselves?
That is a good question. That is going to be in my Storm King Cinder book.
Because, like, we never got an age on Iymrith, really, just that she was fucking ancient. I'm gonna look to Fraudry while they're struggling. Do you know what we can do with a little bit of dragon magic?
Dragon magic.
Well, dragon bile, dragon breath, we'll call it that. Do you know what you can do with bottled dragon breath?
Well, you can put it to a great many
Yes,
dastardly uses.
but it does especially well when you use it to tip your arrows.
It does indeed. Have I told you the story of my grandfather and the ancient white dragon that he took down single-handedly?
No, that is quite impressive. How would he pull off such a feat?
I just
80
realized I'm
years
muted.
ago. What?
I just realized I was muted when you said, "Have I told you the story?" But I said Darth Pelagius the Wise.
He used distilled dragon breath to... No. Which was some 80 years ago now at this point, but the village I was born in was but a mere caravan on the road to where it's settled now, and unbeknownst to them, they settled in the territory of an ancient white dragon that did not take kindly to lizard folk. It tried to subjugate my forefathers, and my grandfather, Froderick, he outsmarted this admittedly not too intelligent ancient white dragon. He trapped it in its own lair.
That's quite a feat.
You really ought to hear my father tell it.
I would gladly have
Fast
thought
on it,
of
let's
it.
go.
I'm guessing Frederick III it's a namesake, which I knew, but
Yes, it's been passed down from my grandfather. My father was named Froderick, and me as well.
you seem quite capable. I don't know if any of us are capable of taking on an ancient single-handedly, but
No, I've never taken one on single-handedly, of course. But one day,
we can trade some dragon stories at the bar later.
it does sound agreeable.
Yes, yes.
Why is fighting a dragon gives you a sort of high like no other?
Certain thrill that can't be matched, can it?
Seriously. By the way, I never called your names, the owners of the shop. But
Their names are Rorik and Delgrath.
And the name of that fearsome ancient hanging above us? I presume the two of you helped fell such a beast.
it's the guy who sent us the ship. No, but I would like to get their information on dragon layers. Also like to buy some dragon shit. And while she finds notes, Ben, Bo, entertain them. I will be right back.
No, Joe was talking to me about something else.
Do you have a name, Chris, for the red dragon that's hanging above us?
Yes. I didn't think you guys actually would care about its name, so I have to go. Fun.
Is that thing actually alive?
At one point.
Is it conscious?
Come now, Toes. Clearly it's magically animated.
Well, I'm not super familiar with how magic works. My question is it conscious? Because if so, that's just cruel.
No, surely it's well deposed by this point.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
Chris
Okay.
didn't think me, of all people, knowing my backstory, would care to know a dragon's name that was dead.
I was gonna ask its name.
Okay.
It's Vorgoth the Cold, even though it's a red dragon. Or what's
Right?
Why
I'm
can
kinda...
Why can I remember Vorgoth, but I can't remember the fucking red dragon's name?
His name is Elvarg.
Thordak?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. No, I'm kinda hoping it is like a white dragon's name.
His name is Elvarg.
Oh, I am. Okay, sorry. And yes, please tell me if I'm quiet. It just usually means that I moved the mic away and didn't move it back.
Please tell me someone in the stream got
So
my
bold.
reference.
I didn't.
The name of the dragon is Frivola the Hungry.
Does that name ring a bell?
Make a history check.
Is this history check at advantage? Because favorite enemy?
I would say so.
Can I make a history check with advantage?
Hey! How about that?
Jesus Christ.
Nat 20s don't mind on skill checks.
And fuck you, I rolled a 1 out of 20.
That was good. I just laughed.
No. Hold on. That must go somewhere.
Alright, show offs.
Good. All around.
Listen, I have a 10 intelligence, okay?
I just have
Proficiency?
no, I have jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Okay. So Frivola, which is spelled Freivyloa.
Not right now.
I did.
Ah, the Russian spelling. Got it.
Frivola.
Got it.
Okay, yep. Was a well-known red dragon that was killed about 60 years ago. And it's well known now because the shop rents it out for entertainment.
Huh. That could be profitable.
Oh, this is Frivola. I've heard stories. My grandfather was alive when Frivola was taken down. He hunted the beast, but alas, someone beat him to it.
Me and you really need to have a drink.
Also,
Indeed we do.
the reason why I couldn't remember Iymrith's children, because it's Aster and Caesarin, and they are both adult blue dragons.
Okay.
I just
And
want to
they're
know.
both. Yeah.
Do you know if they're being?
Here's my fucking
They're
skill
in the
check.
desert, so they're not really harming many people, correct? They're just causing chaos in their own right, or?
Yeah, there's just been an increase in sand storms and the like in the desert.
Okay.
I love it when dice tell a narrative.
Yeah.
Tell me everything I know about these two dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, I just happen to know Frivola for bullshit reasons, but you actually know shit. Yeah, that sounds about right for us.
Iymrith. La 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 la. So before this, Aster, it doesn't say gender, made, it actually says its, lair in one of the wrecked dwarven stone ships, in the coast.
Which coast?
The Sword Coast. That's where it was. That's where its lair was before.
Oh, okay, so it's
Her
not like
mother
we have to
died.
go there. Okay, so they're both.
No.
Okay.
Actually, the same with Caesarin. So
No.
it seems like they both just take their time fighting over the same land. But Aster is the more playful and spirited one of Caesarin.
And side note, real quick, Sphinx, if I am ever quiet or there's ever a problem with audio or just stream quality in general, please tell me. Don't just let it go on or go on. I would rather you tell me to fix it than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks. Bo secured his spot in this game by interrupting our games and
God.
just making us laugh
So much
and
chaos.
and
SKT should have ended 3 weeks before it did.
3? Try like 6. Actually, we were pros at like going, hey Chris, we're gonna go on a 3-week tangent of not doing anything, and then we're gonna do 3 weeks of material in 30 minutes.
yeah, for sure.
My favorite was the fucking 2 months we spent doing nothing related to the story because we were in the like open-ended part of the game, and we kept choosing things that didn't advance the story.
Oh yeah, let's do
So
this
Chris
side quest.
finally
Let's do
just
this side
Gave
quest.
us the next part of the story.
How much
Do
for
we-
the? Sorry, go on, Frothy.
Do I know what color dragons these are?
They're
the
blue.
two. They're
They're
both blue.
siblings
she
are
said
blue.
Okay. Just making sure.
How much for those vials of dragon breath, by the way, and what types do you have and strengths, if I might ask?
There's he also says that there's also rumors of a red dragon named Klauth that's been not terrorizing but hanging out about 100 miles northwest of Mirabar.
What would
Oh,
be the
God.
size of this dragon?
Don't do it. Don't play Cloud.
It's already too late. We're doing it. What's the size of this dragon?
Klauth is also known as the Old Snarl.
You know how like half
So
an
he's
hour
ancient?
ago we're like, hey, if we
He
want to
is, yeah.
You know how like half an hour ago we were like, hey, if we want to keep playing, we shouldn't get TPK. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend fighting Cloud.
Is he one of the ones you know about?
Are you asking me as a person?
I'm asking you, Jake to Ben.
Oh yeah, he's outside of
I
Team
just saw
Matt,
your note.
he's
Oh.
the third.
You don't know any
Oh, yeah.
particular weaknesses or rumored weaknesses. Favored terrains now is sand because they're trying to fight it over their mother.
Yeah, but
Um,
does one prefer like burning in the sand, and another one in like rocky mountainous area, or
It is not known.
okay?
Check, he's CR 26, and outside of, or maybe 25, he's the third strongest, not by CR, but by how actually difficult he is to kill monster in the entire 5th edition.
With a 15 on the history check, do I know that?
You know that he is one of the eldest dragons alive who has not turned into a Dracolich.
Okay, we're gonna bold that in my notes and put that as for later.
I will not be using that in
Yeah.
campaign, but
Turned into a Dracolich.
I would
Put it
watch
in-
the fuck out.
Yet turned into one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
staying that he can stay the fuck up above Mirabar. Fuck
By the way,
Mirabar.
that's the one you stole the ship from, by
Oh
the way.
shit!
I
We
told you
stole the
last
ship.
week that we stole the ship from this guy and he's gonna come looking for blood and we're gonna die.
This is who you stole the ship
But
from.
we have a completely different ship.
And
that's fine.
whoever you sold the ship to is fucking dead.
Hold on.
I have.
Do y'all make that known in character?
You didn't
no,
ask.
the character wouldn't know that.
I had 15 on history, but I don't have his thing, so I'm guessing my DC would be higher. Would I know how dangerous he is after? I probably would have done some research on him the year away, but not much.
So, both of you with a 15, you both know. Okay, Smoke, you remember hearing his name before.
Yeah, I remember when he gave us the ship.
You remember that he sent the ship to you. It was
And
his
then we
idea
killed
for the
all
ship to be there for you.
That dragon
And-
you just mentioned,
So
we
fuck him.
we stole an airship from him once actually.
Hold on, you did what?
Don't worry, the airship's long gone. But yeah, he sent an airship with some people to help us out, and we ended up killing his crew, changing the airship, selling the airship, and now we have a different one.
With each subsequent comma and Fraudry's head keeps tilting farther and farther over to the right. Like, what the fuck?
His crew was actually pretty weak. Red Dragon skin for the blimp too was kind of weird, him being a red dragon and all, but
It's actually
Okay.
it was his foreskin.
oh god.
So,
He converted to Judaism as an ancient dragon, so he had a lot of it cut off.
do you know who this dragon is exactly?
I know he's ancient, I know he's old, I know he's powerful, I know I killed his men.
I apologize to any followers of Judaism that had to hear me say that.
Sphinx.
Is very ancient and very powerful. Do you know who Tiamat is?
Queen of Dragons, 5 heads, some religious cult bullshit.
Yeah, I would put him probably second or third under Tiamat.
Huh.
Like,
So-
the fact that he's not a Dracolich yet was probably just because he hasn't gotten bored enough to become one. And you stole something from him?
Well, don't get me wrong, he gave it to us under we'd owe him something later, so instead we killed, after his crew taught us how to sail, we murdered them in their sleep, dumped their bodies in the woods, and then changed and then stole the ship.
He gave you something under the impression that you owe him something in return. Holy fucking... Oh, I'm about to lay an egg. What the fuck?
It's not the big deal, we sold that ship a year ago. Some poor merchant's probably dead now, but you know.
Do you know... How did he get the ship to you?
He found us.
He found you.
Well, the ship found us. They knew where we were going, I think? I don't know, it's hard to say.
They knew where you were going. This is a very powerful dragon.
Hey, it's been over a
Roger's
year.
like... He's lost all composure at this point?
It's been over a year. I'm sure we're fine. And if he comes at us, we kill him. Also, on that note, do you guys happen to have a red dragon hide leather armor that gives you resistance to fire damage?
Yes, please. Do you have 2 sets?
Do you have, like 5 of those? Actually?
On
No,
that
so,
note,
like-
Smoke is acting calm, but after hearing that from Fraudry, is inside going, yes, resistance to fire, please.
You also have like a paper bag. Frodrick's like pulling out his collar and like... Armor of the Dawn, fire, permanent, like that shit in.
So, on that application to join our crew. No, but seriously, do you guys have like red dragon leather armor that would give me resistance to fire? That seems really important after what he just told me.
They don't have 5 sets. He'll have to check in the back what he has.
We only have 2 people that wear leather. Fuck the rest of them.
I mean, technically I'm resistant to fire.
Yeah, we only need 1 set.
Technically we just need 1, yeah. Prodigy walks away a couple, like 5 feet, and leans against a counter and just wheezes.
Clip it and put it in. This
Composes
will be a
himself.
funny ass scene to draw.
Toes is becoming more and more concerned as he hears all this. Because, like, he doesn't know anything about these motherfuckers. He doesn't like hunting dragons. One, because it's extremely dangerous, and two, because they're intelligent. Even if they're evil, like, he doesn't like to kill them.
Toes, we don't kill metallics, we just kill chromatics. Chromatics that take more lives would be lost if we didn't take theirs. There is a balance.
Audrey,
I will not argue that with you. I simply don't like killing intelligent creatures if it can be avoided.
That is fair. Sometimes killing dragons.
But I am concerned.
Don't worry, we've lived this far, haven't we? Don't think back to the last dungeon.
Yeah, I did get knocked unconscious by a demon and thrown in a tower.
Yes. Don't get.
So, go ahead.
No, I completely the red dragon leather armor completely goes above what I was gonna say.
Well, no, it's towards your question about dragon's breath.
Oh,
Now they
yes.
have potions of dragon's breath.
Yeah, I was more so hoping the liquefied.
They don't have any in stock right now.
Do you know of any adult dragons in the adult chromatic dragons in the surrounding 200-mile radius? That are preferably causing a ruckus and not just keeping to themselves.
He doesn't. Those are the only dragon rumors at the moment that are they're causing scenes. They're not causing damage.
Yeah, they're not raiding cities, but they're
They're making their presence known.
the kids
Whether-
go up at like dusk onto the rooftop and look out over the desert and you see 2 dragons fighting.
Yeah.
Do either of you have any arcane ability?
I can do magic,
No,
but I don't fucking know anything.
No, I'm
To the
talking to the
brothers?
brothers. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're adventurers. Do any of you know a spell that can send me a message anywhere, anytime?
Well, that's alright.
Yes, if rumors come up, we can send a message out.
I'm just gonna lay 5 platinum on the table and be like, this is a down payment. If anything adult comes up, send it my way with its location.
If anything adult comes up.
I don't want
Yeah, we
to.
saw
I don't
two-
want to take on
We
an.
saw 2 people fucking in the alley.
I
Pay
don't-
us $5.
Yeah, well, 50 gold to just pass on the information of an adult dragon, chromatic. Like that should probably be the standard going price for them. They deal in high-end shit.
Audrey has straightened up and recomposed himself at this point and walked back over the counter.
So, you need a drink there, Audrey? I have a flask on me.
No, we're good.
Okay.
We'll be alright.
Do you need the bathroom?
No.
Okay. On the whole leather from earlier, how many sets of dragon hide armor do you have, and what resistances would you have it in?
The second brother, which was Rorik, leaves to go check. For scale armor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. There is going to be. And this is just random. It's not like me prepping, like, oh, here's a healing potion right before you go into the big bad. No. There is going to be 2 brass, 1 blue, 1 green, and yes, 1 fire.
Well, brass would be fire, wouldn't it?
Yes, also brass would be fire.
1 green and 1 blue, you said?
1 blue.
So that's poison, electricity, and fire resistant armor, correct?
Yeah, I said
1 red, 1 green, 1 blue.
blue. Poison. Yes.
How much per set?
Could I get you to coat my shield instead of the armor?
And does this armor require attunement, or is it just you put it on and
You just put it on.
Okay.
How would one go about equipping a warforged with that armor?
You can't. You'd have to get like rings or something of resistance.
I mean, we could possibly, like, with some glue applied, paste some leather onto you.
Well, yeah, can Warforged wear armor? I just don't think they gain the
No.
benefit from any armor.
I mean, I
thought
guess you could put
incorporate his
something
armor
on.
into yourself over a long rest.
No. So you change your plating over.
A long rest. You don't
long
actually. You
rest.
can't
I
actually.
thought that was only the Wayfinders. That was only the
Yeah, but I don't
like
think
Unearthed
Warforged.
Arcana version.
Yeah, unless you take there's some other feat in Eberron that you can take that allows you to wear armor, but I don't have that.
I thought in the published version they wore armor.
No,
No.
your armor just changes.
Yeah, it still does that.
I have a book that just gives me prices.
Well, just look at what resistance armor would cost, and
Yeah.
I wish they would come out with that though, like an official book that's like, hey, here's your magic item book.
It'd be nice.
Like I'd drop money on that, and all of you would enjoy it.
What was that dragon's name? Oh, never mind. Clough.
Yeah.
You didn't forget that already.
I did.
No, Fraudry didn't. Fraudry still
No,
swept.
Fraudry didn't.
No, Fraudry didn't.
Roger will have nightmares.
There we go. Your body has built-in defensive layers, which can be enhanced with armor. You gain a +1 bonus to AC. You can only don armor with which you have proficiency, and it takes an hour. To take off armor, it also takes an hour. And when you live, your armor can't be removed against your will.
Yeah, so that is the new one. So yeah, technically we could put that armor on you, but your armor would probably drop drastically because I'm guessing you're probably wearing heavy armor.
Medium.
It wouldn't drop that much then, actually.
No scales, medium. I just
Yeah,
want
I
the
wouldn't have
price.
scale.
What's your dex bonus? Is it trash or is it good?
It's a 0.
Yeah, then it would actually drop your armor quite a bit. So you'd gain
And
resistance.
I already have disadvantage on my stealths.
Yeah, but the magic store is next door, so we could possibly get armor enchanted for you. I can't do that level of enchanting yet, but we can pay people to do it.
I mean, it doesn't matter how much I charge you. You have the money for it.
Yeah, but I want a fair price, so.
Just because I am tired of not having my answer being founded, make him an offer. Now it's on you.
Yeah, it is. I will take. Wait, let me go back to my notes.
Now, do you want the bronze or
would-
do you want the red?
I would rather have the red, just because I don't want to meet a metallic dragon and be wearing a metallic dragon.
True.
The green, blue, and red armor, I will buy all three off of you for, say, 2,000 gold.
Make a persuasion.
Before you roll that.
Guidance.
Give guidance.
I mean, I take it you're giving me guidance. I pressed it. Jesus Christ.
The natural one.
It's still an 18,
Cause you,
because I'm a rogue.
yeah.
21. But it's still in that one. I was gonna inspire myself, but I can't even do that.
No. These have been sitting in the back. We haven't had anyone looking for a fight with dragons recently.
Oh, no, I was using enhance ability, by the way, so you get advantage on
Oh, thank God.
Were you?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I don't have guidance.
Oh.
What the actual fuck? I'm finishing my drink.
Noise.
Roll that one more time, let's see what happens.
If this is another nat one, I'm taking a shot. Nope, that's more like smoke.
I thought you had reliable talent.
I do, that's why my nat one is an 18.
Okay.
Because I can't roll lower than a 10, but it's still a nat 1. That's a caveat I put into it, is even if you're reliable talent, you still have a 5% chance to fuck up. Like, I'm policing myself that way.
I love you. I love you all.
Do not love you at all right now.
Because I reminded you of who you stole the ship from.
I didn't steal a ship.
I stole the ship.
I
stole
as a
no such
person, suggested stealing the ship, but my character didn't.
I stole no such ship, but now Frodry knows that he's with a group that stole the ship from this guy, and Frodry is terrified.
So, basically, these have been sitting here for a while. He will take 21 for them, which 100 gold is
No. Okay.
nothing for you all.
I will call that a deal. I will give him 210 platinum, or 200. Yeah, 210 platinum.
Yeah.
Thank you for your business, sir.
And if you do come across any dragons,
I will-
stop by, sell their parts.
On that note, actually, 1 second.
We only bought one of the we only bought the red one and not the bronze one. I would like to buy one of the 2 brass ones if I can get it fitted onto my shield.
How would that
What?
work, though?
I'm just gonna nail the armor to my fucking shield.
That's how that works, right?
I mean, if you-
Yeah, because you would have to take a reaction to hold his shield up, and then block half the damage.
Okay, so your shield right now is just plain, right?
Yeah, just have a regular shield.
Okay.
I wanted to buy a fancy shield, but
Okay.
given the circumstances,
Now,
I keep that.
the shop probably does have extra bits of,
Hide, but with that.
yes, thank you, that wouldn't make a full set of armor. They could probably do that somehow,
Okay.
and we could make a mechanic for you to like use a reaction every so often to resist.
Okay.
Or make those type of attacks at disadvantage towards him.
Or he gets advantage on the saving throw if he has it, something like that.
Yeah.
Uses a reaction and gets advantage, or yeah.
So if you want, you can ask them if they could, and then you and I can work out how.
Yeah, I will ask them if they can do my shield because I'm already good on armor.
I'd like to do your shield. I mean,
So he has like this scraggly beard that's unkept. He doesn't give a shit. He's retired. He like scratches it a little bit, and he's like, "You leave this with me, and 500 gold. I'll see what we can do."
I'll drop 50 platinum on the table, 4 toes.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. I don't have to look at my sheet to adjust my goal. Nice.
Am I trying to buy your admittance into my crew? Yes. Will it work? We'll see.
Well, he is a mercenary, so that's generally how it's done.
Yep. I just bought you a fancy shield. I own you now for a month.
You really have to sell Fraudry, because he's scared to death right now.
Yes, but at the same point in time, Fraudry's scared to death, but Fraudry is now associated with us. If the dragon finds him alone rather than him with us, what does that do?
Right? No, Roger's sticking with y'all.
The safest place is now
Safe.
with the people who got
Safe.
away from stealing it for a year.
Safe.
He knows better. Safety numbers.
Safe. Also, Jake, what I sent you, you could easily find that in like one little section, because they do not have Dragon's Breath in stock.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for the potion. I was more so looking for the actual essence that I could dip
Right.
an arrow in, because that's a drinkable
Right.
potion, not.
Yeah.
We might be back later, and if we come across dragon parts in the future, we will make sure to keep this a healthy relationship. If you come across any, what 2 colors don't we have? Black dragon armor and red, green.
I didn't say white, black.
Yeah, black. If those are the only 2 I care about. If we if you come across any white dragon armor or black dragon armor, put it aside for me, and I will gladly buy some more when I'm back. But aside from that, you now know me, so if you need me, you know how to reach us. We have an airship, so we can get anywhere pretty quickly. Anybody else have anything they'd like to buy? Oh, also, what exactly, and I'm going to point to the teeth and eyes and everything, can these be used for anything mundane, or is it mainly for people looking to enchant?
Some like to practice grinding down teeth and seeing what they can do of it, and some people use the eyes for magical, and they also just
Like to collect?
like to collect, like to eat.
How much
People
for,
are strange.
I'm going to look for about 4 of the smaller teeth.
Of any particular variety, breed.
Gonna get a couple of, or just like one of each, but I'm gonna look for ones that can be easily fashioned as arrowheads.
Okay. Let me bring up my monster harvest.
The teeth aren't that expensive, I remember.
No, it's not.
I'll just say, I'll just toss them like 10 gold, you say? For 4 teeth.
That's probably overpaying. So yeah.
Okay. I'm not worried at the moment.
Okay. I just passed Dragon Turtle. Cool. What can you harvest from Dragon Turtle? Let me find out now.
Do you have dragon turtles supposed to fight?
He looks at you confused. There's not been any.
I was asking you, not him.
Oh.
That was out of character.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to.
Dragon turtles are
You're.
not my favorite terrain. I don't like
I
water.
would rather fight a turtle than I would fight an ancient fucking red dragon. Like
Ancient
claw.
reds? Eventually.
Again, out of character. But yes.
Yeah, for the small ones, that's probably under or at, because.
I'm just looking for arrowheads. Like, I don't care what they're from. I just want something that can be fashioned that way, so I can experiment with it in my free time.
Yeah, they're probably like teeth from a wormling.
That's fine. Like, I don't expect them to do. I'm trying to make dragon slaying arrows or maybe an elemental arrow of sorts, but it's really just kind of toying around until I further my research and can do something like Fraudry has, but that's a ways away. So it's mainly just something to occupy my free time.
Yep. Like you don't have enough to do.
Yeah,
As you have
I'm
planned.
not enchanting shit at the moment as we speak.
So do you want to drink now, or do you want to go to the magic shop?
Let's go to the magic shop and
hey. How did I miss the raid?
We got a
Yeah,
raid.
raided?
Oh,
Raided?
raided strategy.
Hey, thanks for the raid.
Why did that not show? All this.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't show. I probably. wasn't
Hey,
looking at it.
Adam. Thank you for the raid. I'm sorry we missed you.
Our alert boxes have been having problems since I messed with Twitch Prime stuff.
And we were dealing with dragon part.
Yes, we were dealing with dragon parts.
Before we leave, speaking of dragon parts, though, Fraudry trails out last, and as he passes the counter, he pulls out 35 platinum and slaps it on the counter and says, if anyone, under the protection of, say, an ancient red dragon in Cloud comes looking for anyone related to us, you didn't see us, right? And just hurries on out.
I have 35 platinum. That's funny.
I mean,
Slap 35 platinum down to say, hey, you didn't know that we were here.
they just made a killing off of us.
Jesus.
What took you so long, Fraudry?
Oh, I was teeth.
Oh, okay, fair.
He cast Disguise Self to turn himself into a very tall human.
You do realize that... I'm looking up at you. You do realize that the ancient red dragon can see through that, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure, and I'll pat your thigh. That magic shop was, I have it written down here. I'm gonna just... Actually, I don't have the directions to that place written down, but I know them.
It was, that way, right?
Yes, it was that way.
Located on Bright Buckler Street in North Bank. Near where it joined with the Moonway. So, that is D3 on my map, which is... Yeah,
We don't have
it's
street
about
names.
right here. Yeah, it's about right here.
Cool.
We'll take a stroll on over there.
Does this look like a magic shop upon first glance that would be able to enchant things?
Make an insight. So what you see as you go up to the Shining Scroll is a long and narrow, probably like a tall and skinny, that is 3 stories high. Crumbling stone steps lead up to a round wooden door that is painted royal blue. Around the door is painted complex runes and symbols in silver. You don't know what it says per se, or if it's just decoration. What was your check? 17. Okay.
Simply, how competent does this magic shop look like? Is
What
it
is it
legit?
What's the sign written in?
They're
Just
just
arcane.
runes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be an it'd be an arcana.
So, I can
Does
read, or I can read arcane runes.
Okay.
Technically, just saying, I took that 1 feat that one time.
So from the outside, you're not sure. You would think that they could at least do minor enchantments. You don't know how skilled the person is.
Just gonna be like some
Trying to get a
magic.
feel for if this looks like ye old common magic shop, or if this is like
Judging
not
by
a
the,
tourist trap.
Judging by the rest of the town here, I'm guessing this place will be just as impressive.
What town are we in again, Chris?
Silvery Moon.
Right. Okay. So that one shop that I knew something about hundreds of years ago. Can I find it?
Is this it?
You did say the steps are crumbling.
Yeah, but that could be 10 years old in poor maintenance, or centuries old in maintenance.
Crumbling steps is the sign of a good mage. Mages are often
Yeah,
distracted.
why do they
when
never
people-
take care of their stairs? Is it because they start flying everywhere?
Yeah, they start flying, they levitate, they're busy with other arcane matters.
Yeah, they're busy with other 30-year-old human depressed boys. So,
So
I would like to
did you
point
wanna
out,
do-
just for atmosphere, Froggy looks like Larry Bird with a shitty mustache.
So Larry Bird.
Yeah. Just dressed in, adventurer's gear. He's tall.
Does Smoke want to do an Arcana check?
I will. I'm not
Okay.
proficient in Arcana. but I will.
There you go, Bo.
Yes. Labor
Okay.
and leather armor.
So Smoke cannot tell whether the runes and symbols are magical or just decorative. Vasily, as soon as you see this building, it's the first thing you can remember from before you shut down.
Okay.
You do know that the runes and symbols are just decorative.
So is this place worth its? I'm gonna guess it's worth its name.
I'm going in.
I will follow.
So as you go in, you find a small area with some stools to wait on. There's counters with shelves of potions and scrolls. Behind this counter is where the little stools are. There's a strange collection of locks of hair mounted on a wooden shield hung on one of the walls. And then you notice that there's no one in the shop right now. But there is a tassel that you can see by the door that can be pulled. That also strangely looks like hair.
I'm going to grab that hair and hit him with the yaga.
I wouldn't. Okay.
Maybe we shouldn't.
How many points of damage does he take from the hair?
He doesn't.
He just has a lot in his mouth.
So a bell is sounded. But it doesn't sound like the bell went off inside the building. Sounded like it went across the street. For those with really high perception. So you wait a few minutes.
So unlike in Wildmount, everybody.
Everybody except Val.
Yeah.
No. Mistress is the only high perception in Wildmount. The rest of you are trash.
Yeah.
Maybe, I think Oladim's the second most, and his is like a 15 tops, I think.
So after like 30 seconds of nothing happening, can I cast Detect Magic?
Okay, sure.
No, you're about to go blind.
Right? So is anything in this room magical?
The locks of hair are not.
I would hope not.
I would hope not that someone's not made a magical item out of hair. I mean, the potions, the scrolls, there's a few pieces of jewelry, brooches and necklaces and rings and whatnot, but I mean, yes, there are magical things here.
I turned to look out the door in the direction I heard the bell go off.
Yaga. So you see across the street as you look out, a withering old human female who stops in the middle of the road, yells something behind her, towards like something behind her, and then you see a fairy dragon come out of what is probably her home.
Define fairy dragon. Are we talking like pseudo dragon, or are we talking like
a pseudo dragon? Yeah,
okay.
But it has like butterfly wings.
I will go out and offer to help her cross the road.
I don't need your help, but thank you.
Well, it's the least I can do, madam. I presume you are the proprietor of this shop that we are attempting to purchase from.
Yes, I'm Zara. That's Vilnick.
No, we hate to interrupt. We do apologize. We didn't realize you were not in at the moment.
It's fine. I like people. It's just... I was having tea.
Oh, tea? What were you having? Was it mint?
No. Did you want some?
No, I couldn't impose, but I do enjoy a spot of tea myself from time to time. Perhaps later, after we do business, we could catch up. I'm sure you have many stories. And I hold the door open for her.
I will step out of the
You
way.
like to talk a lot, don't you?
Only when it's necessary. And I give her, +3 charisma smile.
So she walks in. She walks in, and she notices that it's not just you, Fraudry, that you've brought everyone, and there's probably enough stools. Like, there's probably just 2 stools.
It's
As most people don't travel in a party.
It's okay,
to her
slaves
top.
can stand. And one of
In
you other
ribbons.
fuckers over 6 foot can stand. I need to see over the counter.
Aw, I miss having lizards.
That's a gecko.
I miss having lizards.
I'm sitting at a stool, by the way.
Okay. So she walks in. She is walking with a cane. And she so her counters are set up as a U around the door, or facing the door. And to get to beyond the counter, she has to lift up like this wooden plank, walk through, and then place the plank back down. And she hangs up her cane and she takes off her coat. And then once she does that, it's like she's transformed. So she stands up straighter. She looks about 50 years younger. And she says, "Oh, that's better. Now,
That is
how can I help you?"
impressive. We're just
Sorry, go ahead.
we're just adventurers looking to procure some oddities while we're in town, and we heard great things about your shop. So, naturally, when we get a good reputation from a shop that we already trust, we have to stop by. So,
Well, welcome to the Shining Scroll. I'm not sure who's mentioned my shop, but I guess anyone can mention it at this point. It is well known. It is far less known how old I am. It's a
well,
parlor trick. I like to have the citizens in town think I'm older than I am.
Well, Vasily, how long were you away?
300 years?
Is this the same procure you remember back then?
No, Chris, is it?
It's not.
Well,
It might be a descendant.
I
Who
guess-
was? Didn't you say it was like a guy or something?
No,
No,
I never said gender.
Well, I'm guessing you're not. I'm guessing you're younger than 300. By those means, then. And I'll give her a little wink of like, we're not so easily fooled as your common people.
No, I'm not 300. And she'll stare at you, Vasily. Like, did you know a previous owner?
Yes.
Forgive him. He is very short on talking, but he himself
I
has
mean,
been around quite a while.
I come from a long line. You probably have met my grandmother or great-grandmother, depending on how far back it was.
300 years.
A few generations back, but you probably met one of them. Our magic follows a maternal bloodline.
That is interesting. What exactly do you sell here? Of course, things of the arcane nature, but What more specifically do you specialize in?
A few common adventuring items. We don't have really anyone of your nature, and she looks at magical. She can sense all the magical items and all the glamour armor and all that. She's noticing that. It's like I can procure some items that I have in storage in a few days. If you want to come back, I might have some more items for the exuberant adventurers. Right now, it's just the lower ones that pass through, or some students who think themselves bold enough to fight a wolf in the forest.
Or to be young and naive again.
Yes. Again, I do have some things that might be more of your fancy. If you let me know what you might be looking for, I'll be sure to keep an eye out of what I might have in storage.
A shield.
A shield, you say?
One shield.
Were you this talkative 300 years ago?
Huh?
She says, were you this talkative 300 years ago? Did you forget how to speak?
Just want a shield, not conversation.
He's a man of few words, forgive him. Do you have a shield of the arcane nature? Something that would bolster defenses or give resistances?
So she looks around now, and she says that she probably has like a +1 shield now, again, for the basic lower level, but she does have some shields in storage that she could dig out.
I can wait. And I go into an inactive state standing on the floor.
He also needs one other thing, but he's very single track mind. Do you happen to have any bags of holding on stand? Something that can help lessen the burden of some of the weight of things we carry?
Bags of holding. Now, I do have those in stock. But you probably need a little bit more than the standard one. I have made some of my own. That is a Silvery Moon specialty.
You made your own.
Yes, I found that the 300 or the 30 feet or what is the bag of holding?
30 by 30 with 500 pounds.
Yeah. I have found that those limitations are too scarce after a few levels.
That can be said.
So you were proficient, you would say, in creating and enchanting items?
Have you been to Wormlocks?
So you were the one behind the dragon.
You may say, and probably all the enchantments that they have.
Oh, you have my attention now. You are quite...
Question indeed.
Hold on, I'm finding a GIF.
I mean, the peanut butter's in the kitchen. If this woman says GIF, I would murder her right here.
No.
100%. It's exactly what Smoke's like right now.
I love that movie so much. What did you send me?
It goes so much better now that you... 100% better.
So you don't know if how old she actually is, whether the old is a trick or the young is a trick.
I'm 22 years old in a 56-year-old dwarven body. I can't judge.
So you have no idea how old she actually is. But you know that she is from a gifted magical line.
Well, considering she said multiple generations, I'm guessing she's probably her actual looking age right now, if not a little altered, but yes.
Like, can I do a perception or insight check to find out?
Sure.
Perception
Which
or insight?
one? Which one?
You hate that we say GIF. I'm sorry that you say GIF.
Sorry.
They're wrong. It's okay, Sphinx. Sphinx, you do not know how many times we have had this debate in VCs.
We doing perception or insight?
Yeah.
Sphinx, it's
Since
okay.
you were the
you're
one, so
correct.
I'm.
It is the correct way to say it. You would say
So-
GIF or wrong.
I'm not gonna change my ways.
What's the check?
I'm hearing Trey fiercely type behind me.
I'm just watching for what chat it's gonna show up in. It's not great.
That GIF's already been used today.
Okay, what check is it?
So since Fraudry ran out to her, saw her in the bright light of day, probably put a hand on her shoulder to ease her in, you are more proficient in perception, so probably that.
Also, Sphinx, just next time you go to the fucking zoo and you go look at all those giraffes, you can tell me about that.
It's like different letters, or letters can make different noises based on what words they're in.
Wait, it's not pronounced giraffe?
No, but it's pronounced graphics.
That's true.
So it's easy to hide the age in your face and in your stature. It's very hard to hide the age in your hands. You did notice. I mean,
don't lie.
Smoke wants to.
I'm a bard. That's unfair.
Hits don't lie. Hits don't lie.
It's hard to hide the age in your WAP.
Wow. That's a reference.
That is a
I mean,
reference.
WAP is age deterrent because once you get up there, it's not so WAP anymore.
That's true. You
It's
got
more
it
cap.
there.
It's
You're
more
saying
cap than
All
WAP.
this talk about WAP better be worship and praise.
Worship.
What about that?
It was
cap,
for
though?
the cleric and the paladin.
Um,
You're looking too, I'm guessing.
This
So-
paladin is much more into the WAP side of things than the worship and praise side of things. His character trait, he's literally about to go to the brothel after this.
Really?
Hell yeah.
We know which inn you're staying at, son of a goat.
son of a goat. Okay,
He is
we
sad.
need the answer on her
Okay.
age.
I
Yeah.
know. You guys keep talking over me.
This is very important. I don't know why, but
Okay.
it is.
Okay, so her hands are young.
Got them smooth hands.
So, what tiers of these bags of holding do you have?
So she has the basic weight limit. Which is 64 cubic feet and 500 pounds. She pulls out a box. She doesn't pull out a bag and pulls bags out. She pulls out a box, and then she pulls out 3 other bags with varying leather types. She says that where is my notes? She has she has 2 of the regular bag of holdings. And then she has one that holds up to 150 cubic feet and 1,000 pounds. And then she has one that holds 250 cubic feet and 1,500 pounds.
If you don't mind me asking, what are the prices on these items?
I knew you'd ask.
It's almost like money makes the world go round.
It's almost.
Money is that our ancient red dragons.
Nah, that just makes fraudery go round.
Okay, so
WAP makes the world go round.
Wow, makes the world go round.
I hate it. Okay.
I mean, it's not wrong either.
No. Well, for some aren't into that.
You're right, but
The most difficult things I've done in my life, I've done for WAP. I'll give it that.
you know,
Your boy's about to take the bus for 6 hours tomorrow.
For WAP.
Ben, I have to relate to that statement. To be honest, one of the reasons I went to the army is because girls love a man in uniform. So
They don't have to marry up with a man in uniform.
nah,
I don't think we've made
I still
a
have
joke.
that uniform in a drawer.
I don't think we've made a joke yet tonight, but Ben pegs for WAP.
Ben gets pegged for WAP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so of course the bag of holding is much less the tier 1. The tier 2 will go for let's say the MSRP is 15. And then the tier 3 is 25.
What's the Sam's Club price there?
And is the basic 500? Is it just goes up by 1,000 each time, or is the basic like 150?
Basic is probably like 150.
Well, how in a stasis is Vasily right now?
What?
What?
Vasily, you're in stasis right now, right?
I'm just standing there.
Okay, I was gonna just take 150 gold out of yours and get you a basic bag of holding.
How much for the others?
1,500 for a 1,000 pound weight limit and 2,500 for a 1,500 pound weight limit.
Well, the last person who touched him did not turn out very well.
That's right, but technically he works for me now, so I'm hoping this turns out better, because this could actually kill me.
It could indeed. At least we're not at the bottom of the dungeon.
I'm gonna snap in front of his. I'm gonna climb up on a stool so I'm at eye level with him and snap in front of his face a few times first.
Perception check. Is he awake?
Always awake.
Yeah,
I mean, is he active?
I'm always active. I'm just standing here waiting.
Is he in
She
a state?
said to wait, so I'm waiting.
Vasily, can you hear me?
Huh? Yeah.
She has bags of holding that would help the weight issue with the broom. Would you like one?
Your little problem.
Well,
She
I'll
has
pay for it.
bags that can help your little problem.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
It's
How much gold? 150?
150 for a 500 pound, and then
Yeah,
15.
I'll with that.
He'll
It's
take
a
one
small
of
one.
those. How are you up for a trade of magical items? I have 3 items on me that I'm looking to offload in exchange for your big bag, and then some money, of course, if necessary, on top.
After the message you just sent me, I'm trying to pick out if you're actually flirting with her.
Oh no, this is actual business.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to fuck you in exchange for these items.
I don't know. What do you want to give her?
I will pull out the haversack, and I will pull out Leluka's Ring of Ram, Cloak of Stars, and my Boots of Speed.
Aw. That's sad.
I know I'm not a fast boy anymore, but it just isn't. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do the math. It's just not worth it. These are 3 decent magic items that should take at least some of the price off.
So the bits of speed are probably well worn. The ring of ram, basically brand new, and then probably Leluka had the cloak of stars stolen from somebody else, so she probably had it for a while.
Those boots have got me out of quite a bit of jam, so I understand if not, but they are quite sentimental.
Or robe of stars, not cloak of stars.
Sorry. Stars.
Very
It's
rare.
okay, I also always call it the Cloak of Stars.
You know, just for good measure, here's a holy symbol encrusted in gems. A value around 40 or 50 gold pieces.
Are you gonna use your spell?
I'm not. No, not on her. She can see through shit. I'm not trying to.
So let's do.
That'd be too easy for her to see see through.
Right.
And then how much was the little item, Vardry?
50 gold pieces.
And also, if I'm taking that big bag off of you, I'll put the haversack on the table. I would need some privacy to move items over, but you could also have the backpack.
She'll bring the total to 38.
38 gold is what I owe her?
No, 30. Well, are you exchanging or?
I'm just using this. If I'm exchanging, that's fine. I don't know what.
No, she was gonna give you 3,800 for it.
So she'll give me 3,800 for all of that. So if I buy the bag off of her, I get 1,300. 25, because I'm buying the big bag.
You want the bigger one?
I want the biggest bag.
Okay. So 38, and do you want to haggle without magic?
No.
The reason why I said MSRP.
Yeah, I'll haggle.
You can't say you haggle after you roll.
I rolled, which means I was haggling.
If you pay up, well, fuck, you're on natural 20. I was gonna say, if you pay straight price now, we might get a deal later, but...
I mean, he's buying a bag of holding from you, I'm buying another. And I'm giving you quite a bit of magic items.
Wink, wink.
Yes, all said with that intention. I can also trade a few other things, though they're not quite strictly magical.
I'm just gonna do this.
Toes is gonna say that he'll give them something pretty magical.
Toes, I have dibs. Back off.
I make a female NPC.
Come on, you've had so many female NPCs we've never fucked. Let's be honest.
We haven't
Just the
fucked
one
someone
grandma.
since like session like
Yeah, we
5
haven't
when
fucked
Trey
somebody-
fucked out one person in the bar.
Did he ever fuck her? I thought he just flirted with her.
I thought Trey fucked them. I can't remember.
Okay, so 38. To sell.
I'm not looking for anything like drastic.
20. Yeah. Well, you are, just not money wise. And then. No, minus. That bag plus that token. You would gain 1,000 back after buying those two items.
Oh,
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I went the wrong way. You would get 1,350 back.
Vasily's buying his own bag of hold.
Oh.
I guess. I mean, that would just be 150. So
So if he's buying his own, it's 150 for him. 15 would be back for you.
Put both of the big bags in, because that'll be an even trade. And we'll call it a deal, and I'll put out my hand to shake.
He shakes it. Do you do anything weird, like slip your number?
Yes, I slipped my number in an era where there was no cell phones.
Yeah.
You've seen my face. You now know how to get a hold of me. I'm yeah. I'll
My
take the
teleport symbol into your hand.
1,500 gold bag and toss it to Fraudry.
Toaz is gonna write down where he's staying. Unfortunately, Toaz actually doesn't know how to write, so it's just gibberish.
Because you never learned, or because your intelligence is that low?
His intelligence is 8, so like he just never learned. Like it's not part of his culture.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What are the special things about this bag of holding again?
It just holds up to 1,000 pounds and it's
Okay.
like 15 to 150.
Holds up to 1,000 pounds?
Yep. I do have a weirder request for you. You might not have this magic item. Very rare.
I thought you were gonna I thought you were gonna ask her about the hair on the wall.
No, that's next. Do you have a bag that is meant to preserve things? The
Like
So
a
you're-
bag of colding?
You're just gonna rub it in Chris's face that she didn't get it back in cold.
she did.
I
get one.
did.
She got it
Oh.
last session. No, yeah.
I forgot that you went back to get it. I thought you saw it and then never went back to get it.
Yes.
No. I'm a fully walking kitchen now.
We the worm, works. We've struck up a sort of deal with them to return any essence of dragon we get to them in exchange for money, and things like dragon hide and dragon meat and eyes last longer when preserved at a colder temperature.
She'll pull out a box that was near the bag of holdings, and she has a few in stock. Take your pick. It's on the house. Just let me know which inn you'll be in.
I'll smirk back and be like, most likely. Did we decide on an inn yet?
No, he doesn't know it.
Toes staying in the Buffalo.
What'd you say? Yeah, we're not going to Toes. Are we going to go back to the Acorn Inn, or are we going to go to the Bright Blade Brandish? Oh, that's an ale house. The Wayward House.
At this point, I imagine we're all staying at different inns.
Oh, I know what I'll do.
You'll just get like an
Nah.
hourly room at Golden.
I'm taking her back to the fucking airship.
Okay, fair.
I have my own private bar. I have my own private room. I own a flying fucking airship.
I threw away, I'll loot her entire shop.
Flexing.
It's the perfect double rogue plan.
Got you, man. Have you noticed the giant airship above the city near the southern gate?
Is that yours?
It would be.
Well, there is a first time for everything.
Mile High Club. I tried to say the Mile High Club with a straight face and I couldn't.
Roger rolls his eyes at this point. So,
Guillermo will attest, this is not the first time Smoke has used the airship to get laid.
it's the first time
I don't
Roger
think
says
Guillermo not testing that anymore.
Hey, he's dead,
What did you
guys.
say, Ray?
He doesn't think Guillermo will attest to it anymore.
He's dead.
We'll
That's
use
the
commune with dead. It's okay. Yes, I'll be there later tonight if you'd like to come by. I can give you a tour. And I'll take one of the bags of colding.
Okay. There's nothing different.
Yeah. I'm guessing just what's the weight limit?
The same.
As my big one? Or as the normal
No.
500? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
No, it's a standard bag of colding.
Well, if any of you have any.
Usually, most people aren't shoving an entire dragon in a bag of colding.
Wait for 5
We-
levels with Wild Mount.
We
I know.
cut it up into pieces first. Calm down.
Um,
Strawberry sighs, and if he's done and walks away from the counter, he would like to do something.
What would you like to do?
He slips off his quiver and lays it on the counter and lays his hands on top of it, and so I'm under the impression that you are quite talented in many ways.
After what she's just said to Smoke, she has no idea whether you're trying to strike up a deal or a deal.
I am only interested in a certain manner of proficiency, and I slide the quiver across her. My hands are still on it, and say, this is a sentimental piece. It has been passed down from generation to generation, and has been enchanted with certain magical qualities. I would like to know if you can make an addition.
Make an addition.
She does have a pair of glasses hanging from like a chain around her neck, and she'll pull those up to her face.
Say, I trust you can handle it properly, and I'll step back.
What do you want her to add? What we
I would
talked
like
about?
for her to add, if possible, make a new enchantment that makes arrows deal fairy fire when they hit.
Leave that for a couple. Yeah, okay. I had a plan for that.
I know you had a plan for that, but Frogger has an idea now, and he wants to just jump ahead of you because he's excited. And if that's not possible, then just increase the damage on the dragon slaying arrows. And if she thinks she's capable of doing that, maybe make a secondary one? Like another quiver?
Okay. I have to write all these things down.
Quickly, while you're writing it down, I would just like to purchase 2,000 gold worth of enchanting supplies. Just cut and dry, no discounts or anything. Just I need the monetary worth of it for.
No enchanting conversation about.
What do you think the pillow talk's gonna be tonight, man?
I could buy $2,000 worth of gold dust. No, I'm not going to use it. I'm just spreading across the bed.
Hey, I got prestidigitation. I could do that shit and instantly pick it back up. But I already took that out of my money and all that, so that's just cut and dry.
You can just skip all the hard work and do it for me. That would be great.
And you have your 10-day to relax. Sure. So you come back in a couple days, and she'll see what's in her storage first, and then she'll also be working on what she can do with your quiver.
That quiver enchantment would be fucking seriously hardcore enchanting.
Would be, which is why, first of all, I don't know if she's even capable.
She's probably capable. I'm just thinking time crunch.
Yeah, I don't want her to try it and fuck it up because I still want the quiver.
Yeah, like, if it's a very rare, like, enchanting it would probably take like a month to add something to it.
Yeah, so do I have like a time estimate? Because I know you told me that further enchantment can increase the capacity and damage.
It's just the time.
But I'm talking about adding a third thing. Or I guess a fourth thing.
It depends on what you're adding and the skill level of the person.
Basically what me and Jake were talking about. Arrows that deal fairy fire.
Pretty much the arrows I'm making, but add the just ability to the quiver overall. Is what I was thinking.
So the quiver would just make them like it already makes
mine, but it would definitely be a serious enchantment. That's why I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Jake could just make the arrows, but I'm wondering if I could make the quiver make the arrows, and then the quiver would just constantly make arrows.
Or up to a certain amount per day or something.
It would make... I mean, I'm assuming 1d4 per day, because it makes 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah, but it
Oh,
just
but-
it
So
depends.
1d4, and then I'll just hand you arrows, and then it makes another 1d4.
Yeah, no, like I said, it depends on
Yeah.
adding an enchantment to that is just so.
Oh yeah, trying to add an enchantment to an
Volatile.
already enchanted item, it's not
No.
dangerous.
With
before-
it. Go ahead.
Before she even tries, I just want to know if she's capable.
So she stares at your quiver. And everything I say, I'm trying not to make it sexual innuendo.
It's gonna
She
be
says
a
that-
shaft of
Not
an
interested.
arrow.
Larry Bird is not interested.
Larry Bird's only interested in whiskey.
In fallen. No.
Sorry. I haven't opened Discord. What the hell are you talking about?
What?
What?
I just saw Trey's most recent message.
It's in UwU
I
chat.
just saw that, but with no
Oh.
context.
1 second. Be right back.
I just saw. Sorry for the view of Little Dickie's ass.
Well, I know the music video you see has butt in it, but it's the content of the music that is relative to what is going to happen to Smoke later. It's a 10-minute song. No one has time to listen to it right now.
So she looks at your quiver, and she sets her glasses off of her face, and they just dangle from the chain on her neck. Adding fairy fire is something that can be done. It's just a matter of how long it takes me to find these items in storage that I think you guys might like, and how much time I have left after that.
How much time are we talking exactly?
How long will you all be here?
We don't have any pressing concerns. Not at the moment.
I'm back. Sorry.
I'm sure we don't want to stay months. But a week or two, perhaps. And of course, you would be well compensated. Well compensated.
It will probably be done within the first 10 days.
You have yourself a deal.
She'll, based on what she brings out in a few days, oh, I know.
Yeah, okay, I figured.
Oh, I know. So based on what she brings out in the next few days, plus this tryst, she doesn't know how much it'll cost because she doesn't know how much she can enchant it. But she'll keep it reasonable.
I'm gonna chuckle in the bar, just dabbling in the stuff and knowing how much it's costing me, going, oh fuck, this is gonna be expensive.
I mean, do you have an idea?
My ballpark guess is probably somewhere around 12,000 gold.
Yeah, that's easy.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, sure. I mean, knock 1,000 off because you're getting banged, but
Yeah, we're gonna see how that performance check goes, man. If I keep her in a good mood the entire week, great. If I don't, ugh.
you want 12,000 up front?
Are we
The persuasion check that just keeps on coming.
Something will keep on coming later tonight.
Okay. Chose, what did you want to do in the 10-day?
I'm not gonna leave this quiver with her if she doesn't give me an idea.
Toes
Of,
would like to pursue
you want to
his
price now?
work.
yeah, if she's not gonna give me an idea of like if it's possible or if it's gonna be, I'm gonna do the work and tell you how much it is later. Fuck that. No, I'm taking my quiver because I need it. give me a reasonable estimate of how long it's going to take, how much it's going to cost, and if you're capable, and I'll leave
Well, I think
a
she's
very
capable.
precious family heirloom with you, but
I think she's
Oh,
capable. I think.
Yeah, she's capable. She doesn't know how many arrows at a time it can be made in a compartment of it.
Yeah, it might like it seriously might just be easier to like make a second.
But say I don't have a price or an estimate of how long the work's going to take, so yeah, we're no deal.
Okay.
If you can get an idea, and I'll step up. If you can get an idea and give him an estimate, he'll most likely be down for the business. But I understand that's hard to do without it. But you know the essence of the quiver now, so play around with the numbers and the materials and give him a rough estimate when you can, of course.
Of course, I'm willing to wait, and I'm willing to work for the work that you provide, but
It's
it's a
family.
family heirloom, of course, and I can't just leave it for weeks on end with no promise of getting it back in at least the condition it exists now.
You leave the quiver here. And you give me a 10-day to do it. We'll say 7,500 up front, which will be a large majority of the price that you'll pay. You'll have what you want with the fairy fire compartment, and I'll see what I can do else.
So the 7,500 is for the guaranteed fairy fire, but if she can do anything else to the damage, that will be more money. Or like this. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I understand too.
Yeah. I mean, the damage was just if she couldn't do fairy fire.
And after in 3 more days, I can start helping with fairy fire enchantments, if it's for fraudery.
If we get someone to help you with the work, someone knowledgeable, albeit not at your skill level.
Very. I'll show you what I'm working on later tonight.
Perhaps that price could be driven down a little. And
After I'm
you
done
know,
working on her, of course.
we are providing many services for you in return. Much great business as well.
Do you have 7,500 gold on you?
I have 5700 gold.
You really gonna make me dish out the last of my money to help with this thing?
No, he's gonna make you dish out that dick for the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get you to pay for it. Just
I
my
will
persuasion
dish
check here.
out some money for you because Toad,
honestly-
you gave Toes his very nice sword,
It's true.
which saved me a ton of money.
That's a
Out
lot.
of
I'll give
character,
you-
it does depend
I'll
on
give
how
you
many.
2,500 gold.
Alright. Before we pay that much, out of character, it's gonna depend on how many arrows it makes at a time.
Well, that's the thing. She's saying she'll guarantee you a fairy fire compartment,
Yeah,
but that's the thing
What
is you won't know.
yeah.
Like that's
That's true.
the volatile thing about this magic. She's guaranteeing you adding the enchantment, but
That's fair.
you're giving her a 10-day time crunch to add this. Like it's
It
not
could
like
be a 20-day if you perform well tonight.
yeah, unless we get attacked by a dragon in 10 days, because the DM said 10 days, which means in 10 days shit happens.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, I just don't have anything planned after a single 10-day. If you guys want to chill out and party in Silvery Moon, then yeah, something will happen.
Yeah, we're gonna let Toes hit all the horrors on his list.
That's fine. You hit all the horrors, you hit the magic guy, and me
Gotta
and the
do lay
robot
on hands, eat every night, cure disease.
Greater restoration.
I'm a paladin. I can't get disease.
Paladins with the
I'm
charisma
dwarf.
and
I'm
no
resistant
disease.
to shit.
Yeah, fuck horny bards. What about horny paladins?
They
Oath,
can't even-
is Oath of Love something yet?
No.
I have advantage against magically created plants, so
So it's hard for you to get fungus.
I'm gonna make a bunch of rolls
Yes,
here.
Dream,
real
I know
quick.
fungus.
Chris.
Plants aren't fungus.
Rules.
Thank God.
Oh, you said rolls. I thought you meant rules. I was like, are you giving her rules for the night?
Oh yeah.
so
What do you?
So this is 3 days into the time skip. All 4 of my arrows succeed.
Nice.
Okay.
You gave 2,500 toes.
Yeah, Toes, how much money are you giving Fraudry? Did he meet
What was the total?
7,500. Ben,
Yes.
how much money are
I
you
gave
giving?
him 2,500.
Okay,
Sweet.
so she has her down payment. We're all getting fucking light on pocket after having so much money for so long.
Right?
I now have Skyrim mod level storage,
Pretty much.
which is I usually carry. I don't know why I'm the weakest bitch and I carry all the shit, but I do.
Start carrying stuff.
I have 1,500 pounds of weight now. You don't need to.
True. So
Um,
after that, I still have 730 gold left.
I still have 2,500, but I didn't want to give you I didn't want to give you the last of my money.
No, I was really hoping that I could persuade her to knock it down, and then you could help persuade her later with your
I
tip.
think my persuading is going to be on the after cost, but this is probably just for materials, not for work.
Mm-hmm.
The first night, Toes is going to Son of a Goat.
Toes, did you still want a longbow?
Yes, I do.
I can give you just a regular longbow.
That'll be good.
Okay.
Before I go back to the airship, hey Vasily. Vasily, you there?
Yes.
Can you do that whole enchantment thing on me real quick?
Oh.
Enhance ability.
Yeah, I need enhanced ability. We just put a very big down payment down on something, and I need to make sure I do my job right tonight. Charisma, please.
Not dexterity?
Usually sex is performance rolls instead of dexterity rolls. So
Well,
You
okay.
do dex.
So I have
Give me
like,
acrobatics. Give me acrobatics.
no, I have that 25-page PDF.
It's an athletics roll.
Homebrew rules of sex,
It's
Not
an
the PDF.
athletics roll for me, I'm gonna be honest.
and they rule sex as yes performance, yes dex, but also con.
Okay, here's the thing. Would you like Bear's Endurance, Bull's Strength, Cat's Grace, Eagle's Splendor, Fox's Cunning, or Owl's Wisdom?
The charisma one, because I'd rather.
Which one is that? Would you like Bear's Endurance, Bull's Strength, Cat's Grace, Eagle's Splendor, Fox's Cunning, or Owl's Wisdom? Don't be looking this up.
Oh,
It's-
he's testing.
No, it's not. It's fuck. It's not Bull's endurance. That's strength. It's not.
It's Bear's Endurance
Bear's
and Bull's Strength.
Bear's
Can I just
strength.
tell
Sorry.
him?
No, don't. Bear's strength is strength. Bull's endurance is
Bear's
constitution.
Endurance, Bull's Strength.
I'm trying to. Is it Fox? It's Fox's cunning, right? No. Yes.
You're looking at
Fox-
Fox's
What is that?
intelligence checks.
Fuck me.
Eagle's Splendor is charisma.
Yeah.
Fuck. I thought eagles would be that.
I mean, Splendor.
Yeah, but
You could have-
eagles, as in like.
You can have the charisma one.
Thank you.
Now it would suck for it to be intelligence. At least you know where the G spot is.
I know. I just can't get there.
Intelligence is knowing where the D-spot is, wisdom is being able to find it.
She walks in expecting a bunch of silk and candles and whatnot, and you're just
Intelligence is knowing where
surrounded by
the G spot
books.
is. Wisdom is knowing not to just go poking at it immediately.
You're just
That's
surrounded
also
by
true.
like biology textbooks.
Dexterity is the way you hit it. Strength is nothing to do with it, just how rough you are. I don't know.
Roll low on strength.
Do
so
I
you
need a
don't break
performance check for tonight?
If you want to.
Oh, okay. Performance is one of those that's broken with my advantage, and so a 28.
Hey, look who's in the chat, boys.
What? Who's in chat?
Coffee is
Hey, JR.
Oh, JR is here too.
Here's what they are, and smell the coffee.
What's up, Coffee? How are you?
I saw Eagle Splendor. I didn't even look at the name. What's up, JR? Yeah. So how does a 28 do for her?
How was that for you? Did you like a cigarette?
Yeah, lit the cigarette. By the way, there was silk, there was rose petals.
Do you have prestidigitation?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And if she's into really geeky stuff, I have vicious mockery.
Oh. Oh.
I poke my head in the door and just cast Hail of Thorns.
Hey, if she's in.
Entanglement.
Oh, we were
my
already
favorite
in.
is my favorite is the spell Rope Trick.
You timed out. Why?
Just because it's a good name.
No,
it's
not that.
actually...
Sorry.
What did you?
Why'd you time out Sphinx?
Because he can't mute Sphinx. Because he's not a mod, so he's got to mute Sphinx here.
Well, I'm just now reading all the things say play on hand. Okay, so
Yes, she is.
sweet. Are we doing this every night for the 10 days? Because smoke's down. Also,
No,
I would have asked her help.
28.
I don't have to
Go
roll
ahead.
it every night. I was just gonna see if I got
No.
a nat 20. Like the worst I can do is a 23. Let's be honest. The worst I can do is still way above the average person.
Okay, humble brag.
Hey, reliable talent. Apparently I'm good at fucking as a rogue. Hey, you give a guy a 1-inch dick for 23 years of his life and then he has a 6-inch, he's gonna use it.
But does he know how? Roll an intelligence check.
Hey, I had a 1-inch dick. I had to learn how to use that shit.
Right, and now you have to relearn how to use something bigger.
You're right. I had to
It's
use.
unwieldy.
Also, I'm sending you something,
Oh no.
Ben.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Toes, did you watch?
No, he's
No,
busy with his own
I just
thing.
want to do his
I'm
own
giving
thing.
him his prices.
Oh,
Yes.
are you gonna come back asking for a loan?
No, it's
No.
one thing I didn't bankrupt myself helping you out.
Yeah, I know I gave you 2,500 for a Vorpal sword, but like, I want to get laid tonight, and these are some expensive whores.
If it's for whoring, the lucky has a fund for that.
The whore fund.
The lucky is a horror.
The lucky is actually the richest of all of us right now, but we're not talking about that.
I mean, you're not talking about that.
I'm not
guess
talking
what,
about
Guess what Frogger's doing?
What? Is it robbing the lucky?
He's sneaking around the lucky, just getting
Oh,
a
you
feel for it.
can't find the money in the lucky.
You're just sneaking around. You'll open a random door, see a smoke getting laid.
He knows what my bedroom door is like. Are you trying to search for the money on the lucky?
I'm just investigating the lucky.
Oh, that's
Got
fine.
nothing else to do.
I'll bring you into the Minecraft server later. You can see it all.
Did you really build the lucky in a Minecraft server?
Oh yeah, it's 100% on a Minecraft Bedrock server. You can go and get a 3D tour of it.
Nice.
Also, I'm going through this PDF of Guide to Sex, and I didn't. I forgot that it had a saxophone of
Chris, it's called
seduction.
Karma Sutra.
Jesus.
That was pretty good, I feel.
So would I be helping her enchant with Fairy Fire these next 7 days, or could I start 4 more arrows? If it'll help out the price and him in getting it, I'll give her a spell or all 4 of my spells per day, but that's up to you.
You can give her your spell slots.
I already put a spell in her.
And it may drive down the cost because it'll drive down the work.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Okay.
Like, she can have all 4 of my spell slots per day for the Fairy Fire in exchange for, she's not having to cast them at higher levels or whatever. So.
Okay. Okay, so first night, Toes, brothel. How much are you paying?
I didn't actually check the document because I was doing something. Give me a second.
Oh, it's just a screenshot of.
The answer is Toes is going to rent as many horses as he can every night.
Okay.
So Taurus is gonna.
How many trains are you gonna run?
Yeah.
How many people are there in the brothel?
Are you renting out the brothel per night?
Yes.
Oh my god.
If you look at his character sheet, one of Toes' character traits is very horny.
I did see that. I did. Sure
The
did.
thing is, I never play horny
I've
characters,
forgotten.
so I wanted to change it up. Everyone else I know plays horny characters, and I never ever play horny characters. So in D&D, you're supposed to be someone different from yourself, regular self. So
Well,
like,
Hey,
why
I
would I
made
play a very horny character?
I made it 14 levels into the game without sleeping with somebody, so I'm proud. Granted, only 4 of the last 3 of those were Bard.
So
I'd say I haven't made a horny character, but I literally made Prince.
yeah,
All right, how
we
many?
didn't do anything with it. So my
What
question
is
is
the
to
total
Toes.
Hang on,
Is,
wait, hang on. I didn't do anything with it. Do you remember how that Valentine's Day ended?
Yeah, that was a
yes,
massive.
I
It was
do.
a massive orgy.
Mecha
I
Prince
don't
and
know. I don't know what whores are in this brothel, in terms of common or classy or whatever.
But does he care?
No, I'm just asking.
But also-
what is the total cost per night of renting all the whores in the brothel?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is there a preference in his sexuality?
No.
Okay. There's probably. I'll roll for it.
We'll have to listen to that later to stream.
So on a given night, there's about 15 of varying gender. If you're gonna go for all 15,
He's going
Yes.
for all 15.
okay. Jeez. So with the varying price per do 20 each night. 20
Nice.
gold.
So you're gonna.
And he's staying there every night for 10 nights. He was also hoping to actually get some work contracts during those 10 days.
Okay. So okay, for Jake, I think that's why another one's being made. Or maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how long you guys are here.
Yeah, no, that's my thing. Is that's completely and utterly up to discretion later. But there is a priority.
Yes. Okay. Fraudry. You go around to try and gather intel. And are you doing this at night or at dusk or?
We're here for 10 days, so it varies.
Oh, this was part of your 10-day. I thought it was just tonight.
No, just varying times throughout the day, throughout the week.
There are little fetch quests that you can find easily. They won't pay much, but it won't also be much work compared to the level you are.
I'm looking for something for the group, not necessarily for me.
Yeah.
I tried.
Go ahead.
I tried to find it with the dragon so we can kill one, but there's nothing nearby.
There's no word on the twins. They are unaware of the tower. This is a little bit too far north to have reached, like any word to have reached right now. I'm not sure that it's even left the Lord's Alliance. That last one,
I can spread the word if needed.
you can, if you want to. There is word of someone within the group that has left the group and is now killing off members of the group.
Surprised it's glass.
Sounds like a very bad group to be a part of. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Is that all I get? No description, just rumors of...
Well, no, that you... So, there was a member of the Zentarium.
What?
I now realize what's going on. Disregard me.
There's a member of the Zentarium.
Oh shit!
There's a member of the Zentarium that was a part of the
Thankful's
group.
outing it too, by the way.
It's me. It's me. I'm the one.
Oh my
No,
God.
I knew it was you, but I also DM'd Chris like, hey, I'm going around to all the Zentarium people and asking questions, and she just on stream, hey, those
No.
Zentarium contacts, this is what you learned.
I don't know that you're looking for me, but
No.
yeah, you know that technically, and plus me and you need to talk over this 10 days, but we can do that next session.
But also, now Jake knows, and now Jake had fun knowing. So yes, there's someone in the group that was part of the organization that has left and is now killing people off and has made some enemies.
Yes, I have.
Kind of enemies.
Dangerous enemies.
Very dangerous enemies.
Yeah, but how actively are these enemies hunting this particular person?
Not too much. Not unless that person starts poking. He has names.
Yes, I do.
Right, I don't have names. Who's looking for this person? And again, they haven't really described him, so I don't technically even know that it's Smoke.
The thing is, most people don't know because there's a bunch of, just me to you, there's a bunch of, differencing in the stories of me wearing the hat of disguise and me being a tabaxi, but then hunting them as a dwarf. Like, they're really fucked up by who's actually hunting them. Very
Which
few.
is why Rodri's asking questions about, do you have any descriptions? Who's hunting this particular person? How close are they? Are they actively hunting this person?
Most of the
I know these things, but Frodry doesn't, so I'm asking questions as Frodry.
Yeah. So most of a large majority of the descriptions is of a white tabaxi.
Do I know that you used to be a tabaxi?
You do.
Is
You
that
don't know
fair?
my colors, though.
Okay.
I have mentioned that I used to be a cat.
Alright. But no immediate threat.
No. At the moment, he's stopped hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find in our notes, Jake, of where I wrote it to you.
Didn't we? I think we pinned it.
We did not.
That's gonna be a while ago. Then go back to when. I swore I pinned it because I wanted to go back, but apparently I didn't. God, we messaged so much.
Okay, so from what I can remember, there's a
Archmage.
yeah, there's a pretty powerful archmage, and then there's this dude that is the leader of a ring of slaves that is after him.
Either of these two people?
Do you know?
Alright. Yeah, that's all I can get. That's all the information I can get. And this particular person, this traitor, is not in immediate danger, then I'll leave it at that.
I'm just picturing this conversation. There you go, by the way, Chris. I found him.
Yeah. There.
Oh.
Yep, that's both of them.
I'm gonna laugh when you're like, yeah, I found out about this guy who's been hunting them. And you're like, yeah, oh, yeah, what's up, man?
Well, you both don't know you're a
Oh, no,
part
no,
of
I
the
no,
same.
God, no, but I'm guessing it'll probably eventually get brought up, or...
I mean, I was asking about rumors about the party, and you told me, hey, one of your party members is hunting people from Zendarium. It's a tabaxi. Maybe,
They actually got confused. It's a different cat. It's actually me.
right? So I can put two and two, like, Frogger's not that dumb. He can put two and two together and go, okay, it's Smoke. His next concern is, I'm running with Smoke.
Well, did you ask about the rumor? Because there would be no rumors about me besides the fact that I did that. But if you're asking about rumors about the Zentarum, then that would be the rumors about the Zentarum.
I asked rumors about our group, about the party.
Okay.
Chris told me that someone from our party left the Zentarum and is now killing people in the Zentarum. Right? Is that not what you just told me?
I had understood the way she was saying it, that was coming with rumors about the twins.
Oh,
No,
no, I
that
said
was
nothing
separate.
about the twins.
That was a separate question.
They didn't know anything about the twins. It hadn't made its way up north yet.
So, I'll walk around Silver Moon looking for Zentarum contacts, learn information about possible quests for the group, information about what's going on, just general information around us. Any word on the tower and the dwarf twins, and any rumors about our group. That's what I DM'd her word for word.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. I'm very good at staying hidden. I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of enemies.
The way I phrased it, as in there's someone from your group, I was giving Fraudry the hint that there isn't a lot of groups that are high level doing things. And the last the Zentarum heard was that there was a white tabaxi hanging out doing good-ish jobs, not bad, evil jobs.
Yeah, I got the information. Let's move on to the next
good.
thing.
Yeah, we're good. I don't care if he knows it's me. He was going to find out eventually anyways. By the way, after putting all of the things in the bag of holding, I am now only down to wearing 27 pounds of equipment. So do we have anything else we're doing? I just have, like, rolls to make to pass the time, but that's it for me.
I mean, I wanted to pursue a, monster killing contract if I could get one in the city, but...
Which I'll have to create.
I'm down to help him out on a monster killing contract. If it's for party-wide, if it's just for him, go for it.
I mean, you're welcome to help if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so next week I'll have the items. Next week I'll have monster killing contracts. Which I need your help because I have an idea. And then we'll finish up our 10-day and then see what you guys choose to do after that, depending on what happens.
Completely down for that. We're gonna go hunt. What's his name?
Oh, yeah?
Claw. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, we're gonna
Clow.
go hunt him. Clow. Thank you.
Oh. Okay.
But I think that's it. Who do we want to raid? Sorry, I was literally spent the last half of that just converting all of my stuff to the bag of holding, so I know what I'm holding and what I'm not.
Yeah, Chris, she's been streaming for 5 hours.
Okay.
Do you think she's gonna keep streaming? Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, let's
Even.
pass along the love.
Yeah, she's playing Among Us. We enjoy it. Okay. See you guys tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow night with
See ya.
an interesting setup.
Interesting setup.
Killing a weird dream demon.
If you get that far.
Bye.